Hello， 家人们，这里是01张狗。今天我想跟大家玩点不一样的，做一期全英文视频聊天局。当然我会配上字幕，所以大家不用担心听不懂。准备好了吗？3、2、1，英语听力考试现在开始。Actually, I've received many private messages asking about my study abroad experience in the US, and hoping I will make videos in full English. But I rarely talk about that experience and have refused to make videos in English. The reason is quite simple. I don't want everyone to think I'm showing off. Another reason is that I think when I make videos on Douyin for Chinese people, there's no need to speak English. I really like a sentence said by Jay Chou. Chinese is the best. So as a Chinese person, I'm very proud. I'm even prouder to speak fluent Chinese. But today, I suddenly decided to make a video in English, just want to let everyone see the different side of me. At the same time, I hope everyone can have a different view of people working in the gaming industry. It's 2025. Not all people in the gaming industry are uneducated or have low academic qualifications. Okay then, let's talk about my study abroad experience in the US. Where should I start? Maybe start from my experience of learning English. When I first went abroad, my English was actually very poor. I didn't even have the vocabulary needed for daily life, let alone studying. So in my first year there, I spent the whole year learning English. My sister signed me up for a language school called Kaplan. I studied English there and had to achieve a TOEFL score of 83 or 82 at the end. I'm not sure if that's the exact score. This language school was in a community college, so I met many people from different countries every day, from Korea, Japan, the Middle East. So I made a lot of foreign friends. They couldn't speak Chinese, so I had to speak English with them all the time. I think it was one of the reasons for my rapid improvement in English. My nickname, also you can say English name, is Edison. You know why it's Edison? I have to share this with you. It's quite interesting because I think my English name is really random. So when I first reported to the language school, there were about 10 other students beside me. We all sat around together after arriving at the classroom. Everyone was quite shy and didn't want to talk to others. So am I. So we all waited quietly for the teacher to come. After about 10 minutes, maybe longer, a female teacher came in. She was American and walked into the classroom with a big smile. Of course, she was smiling because the tuition for this language school was not cheap, and each of us was there to give her money. After she came in, she introduced herself as an example, and then she asked each of us to introduce ourselves like her. So we were supposed to say where we're from, which country, which city, what's our hobby, what we like to eat, and finally tell everyone our nickname. Not gonna lie, I had to answer for all the questions except the nickname. I had been studying in China for 18 years and never needed a nickname. So at that moment, my brain was working at full speed. I'm asking myself, what should I call myself? We were introducing ourselves in the order of our set, and I was probably the 7th or 8th. I didn't listen to any of the previous students because I was too busy thinking about my nickname. It was my turn very soon, but I still hadn't decided. Anyways, I could only go ahead and introduce myself. I'm from China, Xiamen, Fujian. My hobby are basketball and video games. I also listen to hip-hop music. My favorite food is braised pork. But when it came to the nickname, I was silent. But at that time, all the other people were staring at me. Everyone was waiting for me to say my nickname. So I started searching in my brain for any nickname I had heard before. You know what? I actually thought of one. Edison Chen, Chen Guanxi. At that time, I liked him very much and thought he was very cool. His nickname is Edison. Just to be able to sit down quickly, I blurted out, Edison! My nickname is Edison. And that's how the name Edison accompanied me through more than 5 years of my study abroad life. Actually, I later regretted choosing this name, thinking it wasn't special enough and didn't feel like it belonged to me. I actually wanted to change my nickname, but it was too late. After that day, all my classmates and teachers remembered me as Edison. Everyone would greet me with, Hi Edison, hi Edison. So I had no choice but to accept this name. So this story was the first funny thing that happened to me in the US, and it left a very deep impression on me. OK， 那故事讲完了，英文部分也就到此结束。其实我在美国留学那5年，有很多有趣和惊险的经历，都让我记忆非常深刻。以前我一直不太愿意分享给大家，因为感觉大家对所谓的留子印象都不太好。但是现在我想开了，大家想听、想了解美国是什么样的，我就用英文说给大家听嘛，给大家一种仿佛亲临国外的感觉。虽然我的英文肯定没有美国人说的那么有感觉，同时也有很多人好奇我是怎么从留学生变成一名游戏博主的。其实这中间也有很多故事，一时间讲不完。以后有机会的话，可以做一期视频告诉大家。不知道大家喜不喜欢全英文视频，可以在评论区告诉我喜欢与否。如果喜欢的话，你们又想听留学经历或游戏中的哪些故事呢？如果喜欢的人多啊，我可以立刻给大家安排下一期。Let's keep this conversation going。制作不易，记得点赞关注哦。Peace and love， 这里是01张狗，我们下期再见。